Thank you. Thank you so much for inviting me to be at an event that honors people I have envied for so long. I wanted to bring my cell phone up here and show you some of the selfies I got with the men in uniform, but they said no. But let me tell you, I think it was a good thing my boyfriend was here because he's been keeping an eye on me. There are some really dashing men out there. Good idea. Bring my cell phone. Okay, they're going to get it. My family has always been very focused on service. You may have heard of a few of them. My great uncle, Horace Meek Hickam, who Hickam Air Force Base is named after. Very proud of that. Colonel Homer Hickam, who also served in Vietnam, a very famous aviator. Probably heard of him. And I would be remiss if I did not mention my maternal grandfather, Lieutenant Aubrey James Denton, who served in World War II and was killed in service. So those men were my living examples of the very, very selfless acts that those of you have performed, and it is an honor for me to thank you for your service. I am even more honored to introduce our next guest who played a hand in liberating Tuscany during World War II, much to the pleasure of all Italian food lovers. It is my honor to welcome our very special guest for the evening, World War II Buffalo soldier, Anderson Pollard. World War II.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mr. Pollard, you are a strong hero, and we are very proud to have you here today. Can you tell us a little bit about your time as a Buffalo soldier in World War II?
I'm enjoying this show. And this show takes me back many, many years ago when we were pulled off the line and were able to go back to be entertained by USO musicians, singers, comedians. It was a bright time in our life, even for a few moments. This show reminds me of those shows, and it's heartwarming, and thank you to all of you performers, comedians tonight for bringing back such warm, warm memories. Thank you. As practically all 18-year-olds back in 1944, we were all drafted and inducted into service. It changed my life because coming from the North, I had not experienced some of the experiences that I would go through for the next 2 years. They may not be pleasant. Things have changed over the years. These were two contrasting experiences. When I was stateside, I was with the 92nd Division, an all-black infantry unit. We were stationed in Fort Huachuca, left after training, and went to Italy, where we went into the line. In the United States, stateside, I experienced racism, bigotry, unappreciated, rejected, and it left me, frankly, with a very, very bitter feeling. On the other side, in Italy, when we liberated towns like Lucca, Cerveza, Viareggio, Forte dei Marmi, the citizens there, they greeted us warmly, they hugged us, they felt like we were part of the family and looked upon us as, they called it, liberators. I've been back to Italy for a couple of times, and when I go back to Viareggio and the places where we did fight through. I'm greeted with hugs from families that remember. Every September, there's a reenactment in Lucca of the Buffalo Soldiers liberating that town. Every September. My only I think that probably the only negative feeling or hurt feelings that I had was when I was wounded, I went to the 33rd General Hospital in Livorno, Leghorn, and I was on a ward with all white soldiers except one other black soldier. We called him Stinkfoot because he got gangrene in his leg and it had to come off. He was the only other black soldier. A group of Red Cross ladies came through with blue bags with certain things in the bag, such as razor blades, soap, toothpaste, and so forth. They went up the aisle and came down the aisle and gave everybody a bag except Stinkfoot and me. A little old lady opened the door, came back, and said, "Put this under your pillow." But otherwise, I think there's been big changes now, and thank God for that. Thank you.